The rapid integration of artificial intelligence into the workplace fundamentally transforms the human resources landscape, demanding immediate and proactive oversight. Organizations can no longer afford a reactive posture. They must anticipate the profound operational shifts AI introduces to workforce dynamics. Ignoring the necessity of structured AI management exposes a company to severe strategic, reputational, and operational vulnerabilities. To navigate this paradigm shift safely, establish a robust governance framework is not merely an option, but a critical business imperative. This governance must be rooted in clear, forward looking strategic policies that align technological adoption with core corporate values. Effective oversight ensures that AI acts as an enabler of human potential rather than a disruptor of organizational stability. True governance requires comprehensive, cross functional collaboration that's actively driven from the highest levels of leadership. Direct CEO accountability is paramount in setting the corporate tone and ensuring AI deployment remains fundamentally human centric. Let's go ahead and explore these topics in greater detail in the presentation that follows. Let's begin by asking, why does this matter? Because we do not have answers as yet. Let's take, for example, the top three critical risks that we're dealing with. How do we spot human resource risks before they become problems? How do we take control of HR risk management with proven strategies? How do we use practical tools like engagement stress testing to keep people secure? How do we ensure that ethics are practiced and followed while AI is being implemented and executed? Let's explore further. What are the big HR risks for which we need to understand the AI based risks that could impact your people strategy, which are crucial? Some critical ones, for example, AI bias and fairness risk. AI systems can unintentionally reinforce bias in hiring, promotion, and performance evaluation. This may lead to unfair outcomes and damage diversity and inclusion efforts. HR must ensure AI tools are audited and used ethically. Second, data privacy and security risk. AI relies on large amounts of employee data, increasing privacy concerns. Misuse or breaches of sensitive data can lead to legal and reputational damage. HR must enforce strict data governance and protection policies. Third, workforce displacement risk. AI can replace certain roles faster than organizations can reskill employees. This may lead to layoffs, morale issues, and organizational instability. HR must plan transitions and support workforce deployment effectively. Let's now look at the big work risks. Understanding the risks that could impact future of work is crucial. Some of them are job competency redundancy. AI-driven automation can quickly make existing job competencies obsolete. Roles based on routine, repetitive tasks are especially vulnerable to replacement. HR must proactively reskill employees to stay relevant in an AI-enabled workplace. Future of work. AI is reshaping how, where, and when work is performed across organizations. Traditional workforce models may struggle to adapt to hybrid, gig, and AI augmented roles. HR must redesign workforce strategies to remain agile and future ready. Skill mismatch risk. AI is rapidly challenging the skills required for most roles. Employees' current capabilities may not align with emerging digital and analytical demands. HR must focus on continuous learning and upskilling to bridge the skills gap. Let's now look at the big talent risks. These talent risks could actually impact your business and are crucial. For example, talent shortage. A lack of skilled, competent employees can slow growth and reduce productivity. It may lead to overworked staff and increased turnover. Staff misconduct, for example, unethical poor values, irresponsible conflict of interest behavior, or policy violations can harm reputation and morale. It can result in legal issues and financial losses. There could also be compliance and regulatory risk. Failure to follow labor laws, staff governance, ethical conduct, and regulations can lead to fines or lawsuits. It may affect company credibility and employee trust. Regular audits, training, and updated policies are essential to mitigate this risk. Now comes the big one, the trust risks. Understanding the human fallout of AI, risks that could impact your business, is critical. There is tend to be an over reliance on AI decision making. Excessive dependence on AI can reduce human judgment in critical decisions. This may lead to errors, lack of empathy, or poor contextual understanding. HR must continuously balance AI insights with human oversight. There could also be employee trust and adoption risks. Employees may fear or resist AI due to uncertainty or lack of understanding. Low trust can reduce engagement and slow adoption of new technologies. HR must drive communication, transparency, and training around AI use. There can be significant loss of human skills and critical thinking capability. Excessive over-dependence on AI can weaken employees' problem-solving and decision-making capabilities. This may reduce innovation, creativity, and independent judgment over time. How can HR ensure continuous development of human skills, not to forget, to help people not to stop thinking? Let's make risk management actionable with these strategies. And there has to be simple strategies to manage risks. For example, ethical emphasis and diversification by spreading out your risk and reducing exposure. Organizations need to hedge against AI based violations. How do you protect yourself against trust volatility? Monitoring risk is about staying proactive. Keep an eye on what matters. Watch for turnover, absenteeism, burnout, complaints, presenteeism, non-compliance. Learn to adapt quickly, learn to adjust, refine, realign, optimize, and pivot when absolutely necessary. Executive leadership must champion a culture where rapid technological advancement never eclipses the rights, dignity, and well being of the workforce. Know the top risks and how to address them. Identify key human resources risks early enough, be it turnover, burnout, compliance, ethical and trust violations, to protect the organization. This top down commitment must be operationalized through stringent compliance protocols that dictate how AI tools are procured, tested, and utilized. These compliance mechanisms are essential to uphold rigorous ethical standards and ensure that systems operate transparently. Master strategies like technology enablement, resilient thinking, and entrepreneurial hedging. Implement clear policies, training, and regular monitoring systems.
Risk management is an ongoing process. If you have questions, reach out. We're here to help.
Adhering to both internal and emerging regulatory standards protects the organization from the escalating consequences of AI mismanagement. Proactive management also builds crucial trust among employees, assuring them that their professional environment is safely and ethically maintained. By prioritizing these structural foundations, organizations create a resilient infrastructure capable of adapting to future technological waves. A strategic, accountable, and compliant approach to AI is the definite edge that will distinguish responsible, future ready industry leaders. Governance is key. CEO is accountable. Boards need to play an active role. This is not a problem that HR can solve. It has to be a boardroom agenda.